most of these girls who are being abused it's in their environment. It's not far away. It's not I traveled and then it's in their space. It's in the schools they go to. It's in the taxis. They are traveling. It's in their homes.
Why are you seeing me? You don't know me and you're intrigued to touch me. Yes, what I'm wearing is revealing. As you said, it is hot. People want fresh air. You guys, in the Bible, initially when God created the world, we were naked.
That's deep.
You understand? Exactly. And you know what you said about setting boundaries. When you set your boundaries, people now judge you. She's so mean. Who does she think she is?
And you know, most people think sexual harassment is directly someone having sex with you or raping. You know, it is actually the little thigh touch. It's the touching your butt touch.
Border guys like throwing at ladies when they are moving.
That's harassment.
If you want to compliment a lady, please compliment her properly.
Thank you.
Give her respect as you're complimenting her, but don't just throw a word. You're shouting, you're screaming. Everyone is now turning to.
But you know there is also that complimenting a lady in a, but you're saying it's calmly, but it's still sexual. It's calm and sexual.
You know, even
you're looking sexy. Like,
you know, even someone can be like, you look good, but you can feel where they are coming
the
from.
Energy.
You can feel the lust.
We have voices. You have a voice.
Yes.
Please speak up.
Help that young lady.
Speak up. Are you a border guy and a fellow border guy is harassing someone? Tell him no. This is not right.
It's right.
Welcome to another beautiful episode of The Author's Mind. Today I'm joined by amazing ladies in the studio with me today. There is Lisa and there is Kia. I'll give them a chance to introduce themselves. We are going to talk about something that has been affecting society for very many years. I know you're going to say, Jenny, there's no book I'm seeing there. Where are you basing this on? I thought you love, talking about the writers. Yes, this is also storytelling because these stories have been there generations and generations. And today we are saying no to gender-based violence. We are saying no to abuse. And I would like you to join this conversation. Give us the comments you have. Leave your comments in the comment section. In case you have any questions for us, leave it in the comment section below. And we are beginning. So I'm going to give them a few minutes to introduce themselves and then we're going to watch something very interesting. Let's start with Kia.
Thank you so much, Jenny. Hello, esteemed viewers of The Author's Mind. My name is Kia Allen Olai. I'm a second-year law student at Ugandan Christian University. I'm also a Mempro girl, mentoring and empowering Young Women's Network. And yes, I'm so happy to be here to talk about gender-based violence because, first of all, I'm a serious gender activist, an advocate for gender equality. So I'll pass it on to my next colleague to address as well.
Hi, the author viewers. We are so pleased to be here hosting the podcast today. My name is Ashaba Lisa Roda. I'm a lawyer, graduate from UCU. I'm the managing director UGTIN and I'm a Mempro girl. And we are here to advocate, to speak for those who cannot speak for themselves, to create awareness. Yes. And please engage with us. Let us know your views and we see how to make the world a better place.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, ladies. Welcome to The Author's Mind. So we're going to watch a video and then we shall start from there.
This is not just one story. It is many. Each one real. Sexual violence does not always come with shouting. Sometimes it's quiet. You may not know her name, but you've seen her. She walks to school. She fetches water. She helps in the kitchen. These girls live all around us. In villages, in towns, in the next room. This is Acheng. She's in school. One day, in a crowded taxi, the man beside her placed his hand on her leg. She froze. She didn't speak. She did not know how. This is Rita, a university student. She visited her lecturer to talk about her grade. He smiled, closed the door. He said her grades could be better if she gave him what he wanted. She walked out of that room, changed, ashamed. She never told anyone. Grace is 16. She works as a house help. But one day, a man in that house followed her into the corridor. He stood too close, locked her away, pressed her against the wall. She was scared. She didn't scream, just waited for it to be over.
How are we feeling about this video? I will start with Lisa.
Well, I think the video says the biggest part of it. The part that intrigues me the most in the video is the healing part. After you've gone through whatever you've gone through, healing is very necessary. You can't keep resentment, you can't keep anger, you can't hold on to those things. At a point you have to let it go and you open up yourself to healing and you start that journey. And I think that is the most important, because however much we advocate for these rights and safety of the women, or for those who are being sexually harassed, because it doesn't end with the women, the men too are facing these challenges. Yeah. However much we advocate for these things, however much the laws and policies are there to protect people, human rights and all that, these things still happen regardless. So what next after that? We look for the healing. You have to move on with life. You have to be better. It's not the end of your life. It's not, your journey hasn't come to one end. It's just a bad experience, but it shouldn't ruin your whole life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love that healing.
Yeah.
It's very amazing, because most people would focus more on the terrible things these girls are going through.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you look at it from the positive end, that at the
Yes.
end of the tunnel there is light.
Yes, please.
Yes. So Kia, tell us what you think.
Wow, for me, that video, I think I've watched it like 3-4 times already.
Yeah.
But it keeps triggering a lot of emotions. Recently, I watched a podcast, and the ladies on the podcast were saying that I also remember experiencing the same situation. How, as a girl passing at a border stage was actually scary, because I felt like they'd be like Saizi Yange, and they're going to be like if you have big boobs, bunda, toina nako, you have nothing on your body. So to think about the way it was brought out in that video, how you see men bring out kind of statements towards the lady walking. You know, the little boys who be passing on that, who on several occasions are passing and watch all these things happen. So it becomes unnormal. But at the end of the day, this is like sexually assaulting a woman, sexually harassing her. And at the end of the day, this does not only end there. We see this go to classrooms.
Yeah, it does.
Me personally, I actually stopped. I don't allow being hugged by guys anymore, because you choose to give someone a hug, but that they take it personal and like want to touch your waist, want to touch like your whole
They
body.
have
like,
no respect for your
like,
body.
you need to know the bar.
Yeah.
So personally, I feel like sexual harassment goes really far. It may
It
not.
does.
For some people, it is very sad that it goes very extreme. I've got several stories from like 4 different ladies from the different engagements I've gone for with Richer Hand, with Mempro. When we go for peer sessions, you'll hear people will come and talk to you privately, because just on Monday, Mempro partnered with Sili Mulalo and we had a session at a school. And one of the young girls comes and shares the kind of harassment she was going through. You understand? So to think that we are here to discuss about sexual harassment, it goes as far as knowing that this is your relative. Yes. They are a highly profiled personality in the community. And even if you report, they are put off a picture of they're the good people. So if you report, you look like you're the one who triggered it. And every time I hear a statement of what women want it, sometimes they trigger these things, the way they dress. I'm like, there's a time there's someone who actually provoked me. He really looked for me. He posts on his status like, some of you women need to be raped even. Because like, why are you wearing short things? And I'm like, then that means even the men should be raped when they go bare chested in the road.
Oh, when they're
What do you
wearing
mean?
very short shorts.
Thank you. Now, for me, it was not that
Thank you very much.
that men should be raped, but I mean, a dress code
Yeah.
should not be a place for you.
Can't you have
to
self-control?
bring it
To be
from-
disciplined.
Like, it's a certain kind of discipline. I know that the dress code sometimes but we need, just like it's a free community.
Yeah.
Some people are more comfortable. It's a sunny day and the
Yeah.
girl wants to feel free and comfortable. Like, let's not try to accept certain characteristics
I feel like
by attaching them and blaming the victim again.
I feel like it's a continuous excuse.
Thank
We are not condoning bad dressing, guys. We're not saying go and walk out naked. But when someone does and then they are raped because of it, do not blame them to be raped because of that
The dress
scenario.
code.
That person lacked self-control.
Exactly.
They lack discipline.
It's not right for you to begin saying what was like you have reached, you're seeking for help, and the person you're seeking from help is asking the first question, what were you wearing? Like, what are you trying to say? What I'm wearing does not ease that he actually was sexually assaulted
Yesterday
me.
night, I work in the nightlife. I'm a host. I host events.
Yes.
So last night I was with a friend of mine, and she's a plus size, as you said. So she when we met, she was telling me how, as she was on her way, her attire was a bit revealing, and that is nightlife, you understand? So she had on her sexy attire and all that. So she was telling me as she was on the border to the venue, another border guy was scratching her. That is so inhumane.
I thought
like
What?
like
we're laughing about it, but it's because, and it's because now this is it. She was saying she had nothing to do, you understand? So she was telling me that story and we were just laughing about it, and thank God that yes, probably for her she's like that. She can handle situations like that. She's not too sensitive. But imagine a sensitive person. How would they have felt? Their night would have been spoiled.
Yes.
Situations
They would have felt bad.
There are very annoying situations that happen. And let me say, for instance, you enter a taxi, you know how there's Pusembe Yoko, and now they're squeezing next to a gentleman. Now there's some very disrespectful people who want to touch your body, and you're like, I know sometimes people take advantage of that situation just to have a chance. Even the video spoke about it, like she's in the taxi and all of a sudden someone is touching. And another thing that really hurts me so much is when somebody, for me, I don't know, other people don't take it personal, but when you call me you look sexy, I am going to chop. I do not.
You put them in their place immediately.
I do not like it when you try to sexualize somebody.
everything.
Do you
I
think?
feel like that's also all part of harassment.
Do you think maybe the fact that sometimes we are reluctant to set our boundaries, we are leading these men on, allowing them to think they can touch us?
That
Even
is
as
so
men,
true.
you're allowing the women to abuse you because you not
so
have a boundary. You're walking around and people know, I think I can just touch Jenny. Like no one should feel that comfortable
No, but
enough
I actually-
to touch you.
Anyhow.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
I feel like it's not that I don't think it's about not setting the boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Because it is a public space. I've come from my house. I am walking. I don't know you, Jenny. I don't know you, Alan. You understand? I'm just on the road. So why are you seeing me? You don't know me, and you're intrigued to touch me. Yes, what I'm wearing is revealing. As you said, it is hot. People want fresh air. You guys, in the Bible, initially when God created the world, we were naked.
That's deep.
You understand? It is sin that led us to discover that we are naked. You understand? If it wasn't for the sake of sin, we would probably still be moving naked, and it would be normal. We wouldn't realize we're naked. So people need to respect the fact that us putting on clothes, first of all, this is just fashion. You understand?
Killed me.
That's great.
Yes.
Even in the Asian days, if as much as I say modernity, but
Yes.
Africans we used to wear a cover in front, cover behind,
yes.
and walk.
Traditional wear
So,
is
I feel like it's
Those cultures that the babes are going to just put on a skirt and move with the
Actually, that's
outside. For them, how do they do it? You understand? So men saying atemanya, women are doing revealing things. You're putting on indecently. Those are just
But I
excuses,
feel like-
guys.
You've just reminded
Please
me.
style up.
You've just reminded me of some scenario because you were speaking about just schools. I saw in the video they were giving examples of schools. While I was at campus, I will not mention the university.
Yeah.
While I was at campus, there was this girl who the lecturer failed her because she refused to sleep with her.
That's crazy.
I've actually had
Like she
stories
had
like
been there
that.
for years. Like we even studied and finished and left her there.
Yeah.
And her parents are like, "What is happening?" They tried reporting. He's a very powerful, I think, lecturer and person, and then no one could, believe her. So the girl has not graduated.
And
She's she's as good as someone who has just finished.
So imagine
Form 6.
spoiling someone's future like that.
Actually, one thing that came out in that video is when they said that even those who are supposed to be protecting are not coming out to protect. They are the very perpetrators.
They're not.
Like when a girl comes to report at the police station, you're going to hear things like, "Hey, she looked for it." You get from her dress code and. Then there's also whereby when you report an issue of me, I don't take that kind of talk. You can't sexualize my body. You can't hug me. Then people are like, that one really shows off. She's
exactly. And you know what you said about setting boundaries. When you set your boundaries, people now judge you. She's so mean. Who does she think she is? You guys,
you have to choose yourself.
At the end of that, that's the truth. And then at the end of the day, the choose yourself could be okay, but I mean, when you set those bars, even the people, your colleagues at work begin to frustrate you. You see it like even community has failed to help the people experiencing sexual harassment.
And most people think sexual harassment is directly someone having sex with you or raping you. It is actually the little thigh touch. It's the touching your butt
border
touch.
guys like throwing at ladies when they are moving.
That's harassment. It's like no one should touch you anyhow. Your body is first of all, if you are a Christian, your body is a temple of the Lord, so no one should touch you.
If you want to compliment a lady, please compliment her properly.
Thank you.
Give her respect as you're complimenting her, but don't just throw a word. You're shouting, you're screaming. Everyone is now turning to.
But there is also that complimenting a lady in a, but you're saying it's calmly, but it's still sexual. It's calm and sexual. You look hot. You're looking sexy. Like
even someone can be like, you look good, but you can feel where they are coming from.
Energy,
you can feel the lust. Even from when I was when I took, because I'm really such an advocate I'm an advocate for the fight of gender-based violence and sexual harassment. And when I was reading, they say that sexual harassment, it may not even come from a sexual lust, it's just you speaking words that I do not feel welcome. Sexual statements, things like social media, whereby when someone just brings up a very random comment towards whatever you have said, others proceed to make you into a sticker. Like there is so much that comes to play.
According to the video, most of these girls who are being abused it's in their environment. It's not far away. It's not I traveled and then it's in their space. It's in the schools they go to. It's in the taxis.
It's in their homes.
It's in their homes. Not like the house helps people. But there's another form. There's another level of GBV happening in homes people don't talk about. With partners, with the workers in the homes. But because it's not a very formal sector, people take it for granted. They're like, whatever happens in people's homes is not our business. And most times these people even hire maybe girls who have not gone to school, so they do not even know their rights. They do not know that, this boss should not touch me like that. So how do you think we can help solve such an issue in the environments?
For me personally, one thing I'd come up front and say we need to create more awareness and have more of these communal sessions to teach these people about their rights. Even recently in one of our classes, they told us even a woman in marriage, if she does not consent to you touching her at a certain time, you forcing her is actually what? Sexually abusing her. It's more now. If a woman doesn't have that knowledge, she will think, anyway, it's my duty to satisfy my husband. But I mean, it goes really a long way. So if we educate these people about these things, like house helps, most times house helps keep quiet because they know this is my boss. Where else will I get another job? Where will I get from money? So it's also important that we make them aware of their rights because their life is way more important
than that money.
Trust me. After
you're going to leave that money here. You're going to leave that property here.
That is very true.
So please, your life matters more.
Because at the end of the day, if this harassment happens, several of them will testify to loss of self-esteem. They're not even. You're not going to walk the same way. You have they live their self-respect in that room. They walk out they entered a whole different person, they get out a whole different person.
And let's not forget the fact that there is also disease spreading through those things.
Sexual infections, sexual health, sexual
You're getting
disease.
through that. You were saying?
Guys, we have organizations that are ready to help you.
Yeah.
We are here representing MEMPRO.
Mentoring and empowerment program
I
for
think
young
that is
women.
the only organization I'm going to focus on
as
for
of
this
now.
For this conversation. So your point was very valid, creating awareness. Yes, there are people who don't know that these organizations exist. You might when something happens to you, you might rush to the authority, and as you said, sometimes when you go to the authorities, they'll also judge you. They also make your situation difficult. Yes, they're going to help you because that is their job, but because that is what they are being paid for.
Actually, the honest truth is that lots of people do not report these things because of the fear of what they're going to be
the
told.
backlash.
They're afraid of, like, the next time they're going to go in class, everyone is going to look at them as that girl is not like clean. Even the classmates proceed to be like, anytime there's a fight, they're going to be like, I'm not like you who was like this, you know, like people don't even report because of the kind of backlash. But if you go to organizations such as mentoring and empowerment program for young women, you have a safe space now. You can proceed on safe spaces.
So we have MEMPRO, then we also have Umoja Women. Now, I hope, because this has come up when we're talking about now people like housemaids, you understand? Now, those people are not even going to probably get a chance to watch the podcast. But you're a homeowner, you're a mother, you're a father, you have employees, you know, you have a phone, you have a laptop, you have access to this information. Please take care of the people that are under your guidance, your responsibility.
Yes, please.
Let them know who they can talk to. Let them, you understand, because something might happen to me when I'm in your house and I just fear talking to you
about it.
But if you have briefed me, you know, if you're like, in case something happens to you and you're not free with me,
let me know.
There is a contact here. There is this organization. This is how you can reach out to them. This is how you can find them. This is a safe space. For example, Umoja Women, we have shelters for victims, for survivors. Even survivors need help, you guys. It doesn't.
They do.
Once you come out of the victim phase, it doesn't mean you're completely free. You're now a survivor. Now that is when you need the healing.
Trauma.
You need to be around the right people, because you know, people might know your pain. The world might know your pain. The world might understand your situation. But people have a lot on their minds.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
might find someone on
You
might find someone on their bad day. You need someone to comfort you, but someone's also having their bad day.
Actually, I watched a short reel recently where they spoke. Yes, you may serve justice, you may go all the things, but the community may never welcome you back.
Never. You guys.
So you need time to heal and give yourself the peace before the community can give you that peace, because you cannot be assured of the community's peace.
You guys are forgetting the fact you're only talking about maybe the friends in the community or your family isolating you. Do you know that most men have an ick when they hear that you've been sexually assaulted?
Thank you.
Even marrying you, they'll be like,
it's a problem.
Like, you were sexually what? Okay, they'll sympathize before you, but at the back of their mind, don't be like,
like, they will not forgive you. They're going to.
It's not okay for them.
And I think those are some of the things we also need to create awareness about. You know? So when you meet these victims, when you meet these survivors, these are normal people. And if God has given you the grace to come out of that alive, you have no disease, you understand that bad happened, but you're free. You have no disease. Yes, emotionally you're scarred, mentally you're scarred, but that is definitely going to be worked out. So when you meet such people, these people are very normal people, you know?
Yeah, they look normal. You don't know.
Yeah, these people are very normal people. Please don't judge them. Don't treat them harshly. Give them a chance. Listen to them. Talk to them. These people have potential. Something has died, but once you're done healing, you're then back to normal. You understand? So these people are not dirty, because when they see you, there's this. But these people are not dirty. You understand?
Yeah.
Something unfortunate happened. You might have been raped by a border guy. And you know, those are things that even make the situation worse. You've been raped, but who has raped you?
Thank you.
And then people judge you so harshly, and then people spoil your name, and then people think you cannot be redeemed. You can be redeemed. You have been redeemed. The fact that God has gotten you through that means there is hope for you. There is a future for you. So these people are potential partners. These people, allow these people in your workspaces. Do not stigmatize them, because once you do that, that is when the healing is going to be hard. And that is when they stay in the loop.
Yes.
Now, you will find a survivor going through such stigmatization, the workplace, school, home, the community, the society, the environment in general, you know, you're being stigmatized. So you find yourself uncomfortable, and you're like, everyone is treating me in this manner. What do you resort to?
Living.
You go back to what you've survived from.
Yeah, actually.
You go back for comfort.
Yes.
You're like, okay, so this happened to me. So I've gone through this. This is the life now. Let it be.
It's like an addict. When you isolate an addict and make them feel like they're not worthy, they're going to feel unloved and say, you know what, no one wants me. What's the point of me wanting to be
Let
better?
me go back to this.
What's the point of me saying I should heal?
So don't allow survivors, don't allow victims to feel like that. Don't allow them to look back. Don't allow them to go back to what they are healing from, to go back to that trauma that they are surviving from, and now seek comfort from it. You understand? They will never come out of that.
Yeah, could actually resort to things like suicide.
Exactly.
You see things like, that's why people suffer from depression.
Yes.
Their productivity level goes down after such incidents.
Yeah.
But all that arising from just community failing to welcome them back. Or even it goes far as you choosing for you to find your own peace, actually. So I know we have all revolved around the causes and who is who, but the truth is, also as individuals, you need to take precautions, especially university students. I've had very many situations where my friends telling me of how when they visited a male friend, they wanted to take advantage of them. But that is a question of like, why are you visiting? Why are you going to a guy's room alone? You understand? So even us, we really need to take caution ourselves. Yeah.
Sure. Which brings me to the aspect of, we are constantly talking about women being abused. But do you know that according to statistics, men are being abused more? And it's not even just women abusing men, it's between men and men abusing each other. So what of those silent men? Because you people, there are many silent men out there. What can we tell them? How can they come out? Because first of all, his ego as a man, he feels, what is it that someone has abused me? You know, like, how dare you? Then secondly, society. You're a man. What do you mean your wife raped you? Like, how dare you come out and say such things? So how are we going to help these men come out and say, you know what, guys, I'm not okay. I was sexually abused. I need help. I need to heal. Because guess what? They're moving around here with a lot of baggage, a lot of pain, and imposing it on other people. So they'll get mad. They'll be like, I was sexually abused, so it's not a big deal if I also abuse you.
Okay.
So how can we help such men?
I'll start by correcting the statistics. You say that men are being harassed more. That's a lie.
They are.
No, the truth is, from the statistics I read, it was shown that 2 in 5 women are sexually harassed, and 1 in 15 men is sexually harassed.
Yeah.
I'm not denying the fact that men are actually being harassed. When that even brings me to the thought of how people usually say they're only advocating for women, they're leaving out boys. But if you think about it, right, if you're in a class, in a classroom setting, there's one getting 80% and there's one getting 50%. As a teacher, you're obliged to look out for the one who is getting 50% and at least level them up to 75%. That is why I'll justify the thought or the whole system that is trying to support women, who are mostly women, supporting mostly women who are experiencing gender-based violence and these sexual harassment situations. But however, falling back to the question of how can we support the men, we don't deny the fact that men are actually being sexually harassed. Therefore, we need to the same way we are advocating for women to have safe spaces, we need to create safe spaces for men. We need to come together, because even statistics show the men actually, more of them are being harassed by fellow men. You understand? So
men to men.
Gender-based violence and sexual harassment goes a very broad way, and the best way to solve this is creating safe spaces. And breaking the chain of patriarchy. Do you know why men can't speak out? It's still because of patriarchy. As much as you hear us coming out supporting women, fighting against patriarchy, fighting against this whole community stereotypes, at the end of the day, they're still feeding men. Why are men not? Why are they being swallowed up by their ego? Because of society norms. Those are the same norms as women who are fighting against gender-based violence, supporting fellow women. We are fighting those society norms of statements of women are supposed to be like this, women are supposed to. You get, those are things we seek to fight. Now, those are the same things that are affecting the men as well. So even in advocacy, we need to advocate to break these stereotypes and help men understand you are free to cry. You should express yourself. You cannot die. That is why even still beg for equality. There's a situation where the woman can be stronger than the man. And that is where the woman will actually beat the man. You get that situation. So if the society has painted a picture of women are always weaker than what? Weaker than the men, that is why you're going to see, even if a man comes up to report, there's an ideology that the man is always stronger than the woman. So they will have hard time supporting the what? The man. But if you create that ground of understanding that both men and women have equal chances of being abused, there's an equal chance of a woman being capable of doing certain things as much as society tries to paint them. There's a situation where a man can cry, there's a situation where a man can break down. They're not like supposed to be the robots that the society has tried, patriarchy, communal customs has created. That is what we actually seek to address. So if that issue is addressed, the community stereotypes, the community speeches about what a man should look like, what a woman should look like, what a man should be doing, what a woman should be doing. That is what is going to keep those situations of gender-based violence rising.
I hear you and I understand your point. But do you know that it starts with us as people? Because most times when we come on platforms like this, the first people are going to think about when someone says GB, what first comes to your mind? A woman is being abused. We are not, you see how whenever people are talking about GBV, it's rarely you hear they are speaking a story, bringing a perspective of a man. Of yes, men please come out, men please, there are safe spaces for you, but they're not enough safe spaces for men. Yes, I know. They have we've tried, we are creating platforms, we're trying to make sure we reduce on the patriarchy so that the men can come out and speak up, but still there are not enough safe spaces for men. How do you expect them to stand? Let us say, for example, an organization has started maybe promoting GBV, and then it's mainly women working there. A guy has been abused. He goes, guys, you know what, I think my wife abused me.
I think that it is the truth is.
By the way,
the truth is that mind, I think, is just in the community's thought. But the truth is, if a man goes to FIDA right now having an issue, and there's clear evidence that he is the one being being battered, they will support
guys,
them. Even
please take note. She has mentioned FIDA, so you know we are here to give you plugs. We are here to give you solutions.
Even at Mempro, we have table of men. You can. It's always a safe space. The whole question is one. The thing is, the fact that the fight looks divergent, we look like we are fighting different things, but we are all fighting the same thing.
Exactly.
The whole thing, we are fighting patriarchal systems that try to put one over the other. And if one is put over the other, the detriments are vary differently. When a man is put over a woman, it's going to put an image in community that the man is always has to be stronger. So there can never be a situation where the woman beats the man. But if you go to think about it, there are also those situations where the woman is beating the man. So now society has also made a situation where men cannot cry.
Men cannot cry.
Now the same society has painted a picture of women are always supposed to be vulnerable. So now that vulnerability makes a woman fail to speak out for herself. You see, at the end of the day, one is affected more than the other. But you cannot refuse that the the other is being affected.
Yeah.
That is why I still stand by the thought as to why there's affirmative action more for women, because these particular systems, statistics have shown, affect women more. But you cannot run away from the male side.
We can't.
But even in a fight for the woman, fight equality, when we say we are fighting for equality, we are not saying, because when someone says equality, someone will think women, but because women are the ones who are most affected by equality. But when we say we are fighting for equality, we are not only fighting for the woman, we are fighting for the patriarchal systems that break both the woman and the man. You understand?
Yeah.
So men, please, kindly feel free. Open up to your wife.
Yeah.
Open up to your mother. Open up to your father. Open up to the closest person you have. If you have no one, we have therapists. We have these organizations. I'm going to recommend an organization. The CEO is Emma. He's called Emma. And the organization is called Amani Boys.
Amani Boys.
Yes. So you men might feel, you talked about ego, they might feel a certain type of way coming into an organization that is majorly dealing with women. You've entered a space and you're like, Manang, now I'm going to be seen crying with women. You understand? So please, even the men, you have safe spaces available for you. You can tell your story. You can find safety to, heal and share. And please share, because when you stay in silence, there is crying.
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to cry, but when you cry to yourself, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help. Yes, you've released the anger you have at the moment. Yes, the frustration you have at the moment is being released. But when you talk to someone, it eases, Someone is going to, there is something someone adds on to you. It could be a word of advice. Someone could actually take you for help.
Yeah.
They would be like, oh, you're going through this. Let me take you somewhere for help. You understand? But when you stay silent, and men are dealing with a lot, as you said, the communal stereotypes that we have.
Yeah.
Now, it is hardwired. It is tradition. These are things we found. These are things that we are going to leave there. Men feel like they have to work. And I feel like sometimes that's what creates the aggressiveness. Men feel like, I have to work, I have to provide, I have to... So a guy is going to come back from work, he's tired, the deal didn't go through. He's asking you for some, you're not in the mood. By force he has turned you. It has turned into rape, you understand? But when you're communicating openly, talk. Work has been hard today. Come tell your wife, man, things didn't do what?
Didn't go well.
Yeah, but don't come when you're angry. You're communicating badly. Now, as you communicate badly, she's also going to communicate badly. What happens? She starts emotionally abusing you because she's not going to talk badly.
Yeah.
She ends up beating you out of anger. You understand?
How can we categorize all that? Under what perspective? Because remember, we're also looking for the
you see GBV.
Issues. Yeah.
You see GBV doesn't arise out of nowhere.
It doesn't.
By the way, it's a very small thing that creates a whole big situation. Because we're on the issue of men right now.
Yeah.
Let's assume I'm a guy. I was at work. Ndireganyo kuitamu. I'm now frustrated.
Yeah.
Omukazi yetagawa kasente kakameza. The children are home, they are demanding school fees. They have basic needs. They are your children. People want to live a good life. You understand? It is a weekend. You would love to take your family out, but you understand. So there is that just whole frustration. So you've come home, you're now frustrated. You want to take away the stress, Omukazi omugambye mpako. The woman is also tired. Feminists, we are fought for our rights. Now women, we work. Women have a say.
Yeah.
Women are bosses. We have boss ladies, guys. Clock it. We are boss ladies. You understand? So equally, the woman has also had a very long day. Now, she comes back home. She has to cook. She has to prepare for the children, for the man. You understand? So both of you are frustrated. I'm such a gamme mpako, you're not in the mood. You don't have the energy. The man is also frustrated. He's now turning you by force. You understand? The whole situation ends up being GBV. Now that is just one scenario. There are so many scenarios at school, students, teenagers.
Can I interrupt you a bit in that? I feel like, okay, I understand that happens and people end up, sexually violating themselves. But don't you think we're maybe giving it as an excuse? Because at the end of the day, whatever happens to you, you should have self-control to know,
Exactly.
yes, I had a bad day, but this is my wife. I cannot just forcefully push myself on her. So if we keep on saying, everyone, guys, people are tired, the men work so much. Oh, the women also works. We are going to give people excuses to say, that is why.
That is what we talked about earlier. All those are excuses. We have to be disciplined. We have
to be
self-control. And you guys, Munai, when you talk of God, people say you're overdoing God, eh? But aside the laws, aside the authority, aside the organizations, aside everything else, it starts with you.
It does.
And us as human beings, by nature, we are not perfect. You understand? So when you don't have God, and by saying when you don't have God, we have Bibles. That is the blueprint. All the knowledge, all the wisdom we are seeking in the world is in there. It starts from there. You understand? We have fruits of the Holy Spirit. Among those fruits, we have self-control, which is what you've been emphasizing from the start. You understand? So, you cannot, even if I go to class, we are educated by the people who are raping are educated. They have PhDs. They have degrees. They have documents. When you speak to them, you can't believe this is the person who would do what?
Do that.
Rape a woman. There's someone who is going to rape you and kill you after raping you.
Oh God, that's
but they are studied. They have gone to school. But there are things you cannot be taught in school. You understand?
Yeah. But
there are things the community cannot teach you. There are things your mother will do her best to raise you in the best way possible.
But still.
But she cannot force it in you. She cannot beat it in you. She cannot beat self-control in you. She cannot beat discipline in you. So these things start with us, So at the end of that day, you have to sit down as a person, and you say, this is not right. This is not right. This can't be done in the society. We are the ones that make the world a better place.
We are.
It starts with you.
We are
when I meet you and I'm doing the right thing, and I treat you right, tomorrow when you meet someone else, you're going to treat them the same way. When I meet you and I'm rude, I'm giving you attitude, you'll be like, hey, this is how people are. Tomorrow you meet someone, you'll not greet them. You understand? Because you'll be like, what if I go through the same thing? So how you treat someone is how they are going to treat someone. And how you feel on the inside is how you treat people. The way we behave, the way we think, the way we talk, the way we carry ourselves is a reflection of what we are on the inside. So when you meet me and I'm bitter, it is not because, now you see all these things that we are calling excuses, it is not because of that, but it is because on the inside, something is not right.
Something is not right.
So we have to do the inner work first.
Actually, you see, we may talk about GBV the whole day and people will listen and say, oh, we need to do better. But if you've not done the inner work, and inner work, yes, people think, okay, of course, as a Christian, people know the importance of inner work. But there are people who are Muslims out there. I'm not going to restrict you. You can sit with yourself and work on yourself. If you're really existing in this lifetime and you want to do better for yourself, you sit with yourself, you're like, but why? Why do I feel the need to want to force myself, on other people, on this woman, on these women, on these men? What is it? What am I lacking inside? And you guys, another thing, there is therapy. Go and see a therapist. Work on yourself, because hurt people. Most times, whenever you hear the stories of the people who are doing these things, there's a bigger issue. There is something else they are trying. There's a void they're trying to fill. There is something they're trying to feel good about, get high on. So go work on yourself, so that at least we have a society free of GBV, or at least 90% no GBV, sorry. So, any final remarks? Because we can talk all day.
Yeah.
I just want to hear any final remarks. Kia, could you tell us something?
For me, my parting shots will be about two of them. Firstly, the fight against sexual harassment in a broader perspective, gender-based violence is a general fight, is a together fight. If we continue to leave it maybe for a particular section of women or a particular section of men, it's not going to help anybody. So we need to come in collectively and deal with these culprits. Like, why are you as an adult watching a border guy harass a little young girl coming from school? Since you have more authority and power, you can address this issue as quickly as possible so that this does not continue growing in the community.
It's not even about authority and power. We have voices. You have a voice.
Yes.
Please speak up.
Help that young lady.
Speak up. Are you a border guy and a fellow border guy is harassing someone? Tell him, no, this is not right.
Not right.
Yeah.
So still on that same sense, gentlemen, if you are in a community and your friend, a friend that you know closely, is maybe treating his woman wrong, talk talk something into his head, because you may be a friend and maybe you could take your advice more right. Same thing with ladies. If you know that you are a friend to a female lady, don't be the kind of lady that adds smoke, fuel to the fire. Don't be like, that man, tell him off, show him. Like, don't be the kind of lady who sparks such kind of fights. If your friend comes to you telling you about certain issues in their marriage and how they're addressing them, and you realize this is a very big sign of gender-based violence, speak some sense into them. Like, let it be a collective fight. Don't let it be for maybe the organizations or the local council, community officers. Let it be a collective fight. And lastly, we are having an Umoja run that is organized to establish shelters for women who are suffering, for women who have experienced gender-based violence. Oftentimes after experiencing gender-based violence, some people are afraid to exit because what next? Where do I go? You get, my husband has beaten me, but I lost my parents years ago. This is the sole provider. So this run is intended to raise funds to support the shelters, because there are about 25 and about 4 of them have already closed and the other 11 are yet to close. So if they close, what happens to the people struggling with, who are suffering, who are victims of gender-based violence? So come for the run, support us, and we are actually in the pipeline of establishing the Umoja Women Fund that is intended to raise money to support the shelters, to continue funding them, to continue providing and supporting people struggling with gender-based violence. So come through for this fight. Like I said, it's a collective fight. You supporting in this matter, you supporting the fund, you supporting the run, is you supporting a woman or a man who is struggling with gender-based violence.
Yes. Thank you so much for giving us that. Could you add on to what she said?
As we conclude, I think my parting remarks will be, number one, when these things happen to you, there is a process because of the laws. So of course you have to report immediately. Please go to the authorities. And if you're a lady and you've been raped, note that you shouldn't wash up as you're going to the authorities. Go as you are, go as you've experienced it, as hard as it is, but it is very important. When you're done with the authorities, please go to hospital. Do a checkup, do a full checkup. Check the blood, check your system, check your private parts, and ensure that no damage has been done to you. And in case any damage has been done, there is nothing. As long as you have life, there is nothing that cannot be solved. There's a solution for everything. So regardless of the outcomes or repercussions, please do those things, because they're very important. Go to hospital, go to the authorities, then go to hospital, do checkups, and then look forward. You have to keep moving. Look forward. What am I going to do? Are you safe? Well and good. How can I protect myself? How can I protect my neighbor? How can I protect the housemaid at home? How can I protect my sister? How can I protect my brother? Learn, educate yourselves. We have social media. Go to Google. We have AI. Please use these resources.
Use all the resources you can find.
Yes. Stop giving the excuses of uneducated. And some people also claim that they are not educated, or they were not raised properly, or they were not, all those are just excuses. Whatever situation you're in, you can educate yourself. We have the resources, we have everything we need at our disposal. As long as you're moving in this world, you can't fail to get this knowledge. So use those resources. And please reach out to these organizations. They are here for you.
Yeah.
They are here because of you.
spaces.
Whenever people see these organizations, they just be like, oh no, these ones just want money. But you people are not coming for help. We are here for you.
Utilize your money. The money you
Yes.
say they want to eat, use it.
It is an NGO for a reason. It is a free service for a reason. You understand? We are not charging you any fee. Come and we help you. Come and seek help. Come and find healing. We have shelters. You understand?
Gender-based violence shelters.
Yes, and this is not even only for victims, but even for survivors.
Yeah.
You could be in your house, but you're tormented. Come to the shelter. Take time. Change environment. Be around people who understand the situation that you're in. Be around people who have the solution to the
your
problem you're
problem.
facing.
It's true.
Yeah, so...
Do you guys have a website where maybe, because we want to put them in the comment section below?
Yes.
Yes, there is.
We're going to put the websites below. So in case you have any issues, please tap the
Please reach
website
out.
below.
Yeah.
And I think that is it from us.
Yeah, put good first.
Thank you so much, ladies. We loved having you on The Author's Mind. This was an amazing episode. In case you have any questions for us, please put it in the comment section below. Do not forget to like, follow on all our social media platforms at 25 Author's Mind. My name is Jenny, and this is The Author's Mind.